There's no need why the residents of Cameron County shouldn't have their own full-blown entertainment venue.
Instead of consistently following what Hidalgo County does, we need to lead in our own direction.
It would be a new tourist attraction in Cameron County, but it won't be the first time voters get the chance to make that a reality. The 10,000-seat arena project will be back on the ballot for voters in Cameron and missed out on passing in November by only 55 votes. So today we drove around Cameron County to see what people think about it going back on the ballot again. In a few months, Cameron County voters may see a similar ballot proposal, the Cameron County Arena Project.
Concerts, community events, trade shows, exhibits, monster shows, Disney on Ice.
Cameron County Judge Eddie Trevino Jr. explaining why they're putting the proposal to another vote.
We were only 55 voters short in November, the first time we did it. And a lot of people didn't know about it, and a lot of people weren't informed.
The 10,000-seat arena, Trevino says, will be part of the Madera Master Plan community. The funding plan, 1/3 paid by developers already working on the community, another third from grants and naming rights, and the final third.
What we're asking for is that the voters approve the use of the hotel-motel rental car tax for this particular project.
But some residents aren't happy about it being back on the ballot. In Harlingen, Minerva Simpson says the county shouldn't be picking municipalities for partly private business.
Using funds that are most likely allocated out somewhere else already to fund a project that is in the city of Brownsville should be a city project, not a county project.
She thinks the county should use the hotel tax revenue for other needed projects.
As we want to go ahead and bring tourism into the area, we want to make sure that our tourists are safe when they travel on our county roads.
For Javier Ibarra, a Brownsville resident, he's excited at the thought of an arena close to home.
They get all the concerts and all the shows and things. It'll be cool to have something a little closer than having to drive all the way over there.
And for more than just his personal reasons.
And the arena brings in money to the economy, helps out, probably jobs.
And as far as using county taxes already collected.
Hey, free, there's nothing better than free, I like that. And it's gonna help the community, we don't have to pay anything for it, I'm all for it.
Now the Commissioner's Court is planning to add this to the ballot later this year. As always, we'll let you know where it stands on election night.
It is Monday, April 25th, 7:03 a.m. This is Good Morning Brownsville, and my name is Frankie Olivo. We had beautiful weather this past weekend. We should be expecting some chance of rain. I want to know, have you ever seen the rain, as the song goes? Tomorrow, Tuesday, we should be looking at some showers. A cold front is moving in through the area Tuesday morning, and will bring some much needed rain through Wednesday. And otherwise, besides the rain, this whole week should be breezy with a gradual warm up for the end of the week. So Tuesday, we do have high probable chances of rain, but Thursday, Friday, and the rest of the week, it should be a great day. Now, for local news, we have been keeping track as of late of the traffic accidents. It seems as if, every time we're on Face, we see another traffic accident. We saw one just yesterday, of a car flipped over. But even more scarier that we have seen yesterday was apartments on fire. We got word that Lakeside Apartments, 12 units were up in flames. And this is an unfortunate situation because it had affected many lives. And there could be some people that, do not have a place to lay their head. We got news that individuals it seemed like if they were barbecuing on their balcony. And one always stresses the idea of safety. And every apartment complex and even condo at the island, they do not allow individuals, residents, to barbecue because of things of this nature. We have seen how the impact of fire in recent cases. We had one earlier this year in downtown Brownsville. When we had one, a resident tried to barbecue from his balcony and ended up costing and affecting the lives of many individuals. This is the aftermath of yesterday's events. And again, 12 families 12 families have been severely affected by this. It is still too soon to see what the needs are of these individuals. But once we get word of any GoFundMe pages, any fundraisers that will be done in honor of the family, we'll be sure to relay that information to our local community. Also, in local news, we have Melissa Lucio. Melissa Lucio was previously tried and convicted here in Cameron County for the death of her 2-year-old Mariah. During the course of her trial, it was learned through the pathologist, Miss Farley, that was one of the worst cases that she has ever handled. The cause of death was blunt force trauma to this 2-year-old's head. Now, the family has been very active as of late because Melissa Lucio's execution is set for this coming Wednesday. Hulu has produced a docuseries, a documentary, The State of Texas versus Melissa, which chronicles her time, her trial, and what now her family and lawyers are alleging is new evidence that has come up throughout the course of her execution. Now, it has been very impressive to see that many individuals have been very outspoken. We have seen civil criminal activists who are against the death penalty, who have garnered over 350,000 signatures of trying to stop the governor of Texas and the board of pardons to prevent Melissa Lucio's execution. Her family has been very vocal and very adamant. Just yesterday, they had a rally in downtown Brownsville in front of the federal courthouse steps to try and one last pitch to get somebody's attention. Her family has been visible in the Cameron County Courthouse. They have even stopped our local district attorney to have him try and do whatever he can to stop this. Now, as of right now, the only individuals that could put a halt to Miss Lucio's execution is Governor Abbott and the Board of Pardons for the state of Texas. The board is set to make a decision today, and we should be knowing Melissa Lucio's fate in the next few hours. She has been getting national, if not worldwide, attention. She has been on John Oliver's show on HBO, which he has questioned the testimony that was given on that day. And many have argued and said, hey, a woman for 4 hours was just, you're a killer, you killed your child. And the only reason why she confessed was because they were grilling her. And that's what they wanted to hear. We have also seen how Kim Kardashian has thrown her name in the mix. Kim Kardashian, with her Innocence program, she has helped out many individuals, mainly for drug possessions that in the state of California, they're facing 15 to life for weed, for narcotics. Well, this case has garnered so much attention that Kim Kardashian has thrown in her support. Now, again, Melissa Lucio would be the first female in the state of Texas to be executed. And it has been very trying for the family and community, especially to relive all these emotions 15 plus years later. The only individuals who could stop Melissa Lucio's execution is the Board of Pardons and Governor Abbott. The board should be making a decision in the next few years. So what will happen to Melissa? Will she meet her fate? District Attorney Luis V. Sáenz has openly stated on the record that Melissa Lucio was tried by a group of her peers, and she was found guilty. And District Attorney Luis Sáenz has said that justice needs to be served. So from his part, there were even discussions in Austin from Mr. Sáenz's involvement and questioning, hey, should we put a halt to this? But he has been very adamant that she was found guilty and that it is time for her to meet her maker. Not in those words, but Melissa Lucio will be set for execution this Wednesday, the first Hispanic female to do so. Now, finance. We're always have our ear to finance, to pop culture. We want to present everything that's out there. Well, Papi Musk is a little bit of both. Lately, he's been a little bit of pop culture and a little bit of finance. The world's richest man is currently in the process of obtaining one of the biggest social media platforms that there is out there, Twitter. He did previously put in a bid of $43 billion to take control and take Twitter private. It has been impressive to see how he was quickly able to gather the funds. And as we all know, whenever rich individuals try to pitch or take acquisition of large companies, they always garner big names, big pockets to try and give them some sort of advantage. Now, when this was first presented that Elon Musk was going to buy Twitter, the world was, oh my God, that's a great thing, and he introduced several additions to the platform if he was on board, such as an edit button, having more than 120 characters, so you can now possibly type out a whole paragraph. And also he is looking into taking Twitter Premium that will accept Doge in the near future. But we got other news. It sounds as if there is a war or a battle between millionaires, or should I say billionaires. We got a word from leaked text messages, which was probably leaked by Elon Musk himself. He confronted Bill Gates about shortening Tesla. And we all know Bill Gates. We have seen how he has, as of late, been low ever since that whole sex trafficking case where the individual committed suicide in New York. I'm not going to bring that up. But we have seen Bill Gates kind of veer off into the sunset. He just recently got divorced. But he has been active doing philanthropy work. He has, which many people have argued, been very proponent of the vaccine. He has helped malaria, third world countries either see vaccination or provide a better quality of life. And Bill Gates is all about climate change. He has been a person who has openly stated that he was going to not give his children, all of his wealth, that he's going to distribute it throughout different nonprofit organizations that will promote a better quality of life, that will promote equality, but also promote protecting Mother Earth. Well, Elon Musk, who owns Tesla, called out Bill Gates for shortening Tesla. Now, what is shortening again? We might think that shortening a couple bucks doesn't mean like a whole lot. But again, what is shortening? In a text Friday, he did admit that he did ask Bill Gates, like, "Hey, are you short selling my electric car company?" And what is that? Well, shortening a stock is when they are betting on the price of the asset to fall. And again, this is not the first time that these two have had a public disagreement, but it is interesting to see how, again, these people are competitive. We like to think that, oh, these guys are BFFs. Not necessarily. Bill Gates has been more on the philanthropy side. Elon Musk is more radical. He's more out there. He is very very, very sneaky. It's very subliminal in the way he talks. He's out smoking weed and stuff like that on the Joe Rogan podcast. But do we have a battle between two of the world's richest men? Now, you would ask, who cares? One can't stand the other and they're going at each other. Well, right. But I do want to remind you that Bill Gates is an individual who has been very vocal about Mother Earth, about protecting Mother Earth and using his resources for that. Now, Tesla is a company, as we all know, that is trying to go up against the big automakers. And one of the big reasons why is for going green. Elon Musk, and individuals want to promote a healthier world, one that is not dependent on oil and gas. We have seen many individuals who have seen Tesla as being eco-friendly, as being the company that is going to be the future of electronic cars in the world, throughout the world. We have seen how the stocks have risen exponentially for Tesla. But why is this? Why is Bill Gates targeting Elon Musk? And again, it is even worse that he even wrote a book about it. He wrote a book, How to Avoid a Climate Disaster. Now, again, it is no secret that these individuals do not like each other, and it's understandable. One could say that they are jealous of each other, but I got your text, Joe. I'll bring it up right now. How to Avoid a Climate Change. How to Avoid a Climate Change is a book that Bill Gates wrote. Now, he is a big proponent of climate change, but at the same time, he is attacking Papi Musk, whose company is eco-friendly and is trying to bring the world to a new future that could possibly be less dependent on oil and gas. So you would think, hey, Bill Gates, who is pro climate change, would be all for a company such as Tesla that is going to promote us being less dependent on oil, on us being more eco-friendly. But here we have this guy who's just laughing at Elon Musk and saying, I got half a million dollars, $500 million, saying that your stock's going to fall. I'm voting against you. Now, is this a business deal? Perhaps. And again, everything that is done well in advance. They study the markets very, very closely. What is interesting to see is that many individuals aren't really supporting Warren Buffett, aren't supporting Elon Musk. Warren Buffett still is heavily invested in Chevron oil and gas. And again, we're not saying that oil and gas is going to go away in the near future. There are estimations that in the next 50, 75 years, we will be seeing electronic cars. We will be seeing automobiles less dependent on crude oil, on gas. So why is Bill Gates doing this? Why is he going up against Papi Musk? Is it important? Is it right? Is it the right thing to do for two philanthropists, two world's richest men, to be going at each other's throats? And in the text message, and I didn't present it, but I'll be sure to share it. In the text message, Bill Gates says, Elon Musk questions him like, hey, man, I heard that you're shortening me. And he's like, well, I don't want to talk about that, but I do want to discuss philanthropy, things regarding philanthropy. Maybe we could work things out. And Elon Musk says, I don't want to talk philanthropy with you, bro. You're shorting me, man. So again, is there a battle brewing between the world's richest men? Is this good for the world, for the future of the world moving forward, to have Bill Gates, who is an active philanthropist, who has been very vocal about saving Mother Earth? He's going up against a company that's promoting a green, promoting a eco-friendly, a green, pollution-less world. It doesn't make sense, right? But again, these individuals having X amount of resources at their disposal, they're not gonna bend down to Elon Musk. Same thing with Twitter. Now, Twitter, they do have shareholders. That's a different thing. The shareholders are interested in listening to this proposition of $43 billion. So is this good for mankind? Is it good to see two of the world's richest men going at each other's throats? I personally don't think so. And in regards to Melissa Lucio, she will be the first Hispanic to be executed. I did get a text that says, FYI, there have been 6 women executed in Texas as of today. I believe that is correct, but Melissa Lucio would be the first female Hispanic to be executed. And again, the time is ticking. Only Governor Abbott and the Board of Pardons will be able to prevent this from happening. But thank you for messaging me. But I do want to state that she would be the first Hispanic to be executed. to be executed. Will that happen? We'll see. And now for our feature story, the arena this, the arena that. We started today's segment with the video that showed how Cameron County is set to go to the ballot box to decide to see if we will build an arena in the city of Brownsville once again. Now, a lot has been said. We all have our own opinion. And I have friends on both sides of the aisle. I have friends on both sides that would, I have friends that will benefit from this. I have family that have reached out to me and said, hey, I got property in that area. You know, if this goes, you know, we're golden. I have friends on the other side who have been very vocal and very adamant about saying, hey, this isn't going to work. You know, is this a study? Are we going to vote to build? Didn't we just build? I mean, didn't we just vote on this 6 months ago in November? Now, why are we coming back again? It seems as if there is a million questions out there, and nobody has really given us any clarity as to what we should expect. Now, before I start, you know, I have been a very big proponent of seeing my local area thrive. You know, having SpaceX here has brought in worldwide attention that has seen the likes of people from the UK, Australia, throughout the United States, throughout the world, to come relocate in the city of Brownsville, open up businesses, buy a few properties here and there. We have really seen how these entities have been beneficial to the city of Brownsville. Now, the idea behind pumping money back into our city, and as any entity does, is you want to promote your city, you want to make your city the big jewel to say, hey, look, come with us. What bothers me about, or what I'm still on the fence about this is, are we going to get this right? And again, we have seen how individuals from BISD, from the city, from the county, have been very adamant about pushing this agenda. This is what we need for us to thrive, for us to take us into that new era. Is it really? Is it really what we need? Now, I have been very vocal and previously spoken about the arenas that we have in our local area. Let's start off with Harlingen. Harlingen has seen its time in crisis. You know, they recently just developed a convention center with the idea of, and again, COVID did disrupt a lot of things and did disrupt a lot of issues for everybody, and it did have some, you know, negative ramifications on our economy, on our local economy. I do understand that, but geographically speaking, Harlingen is suffering from their having built their convention center. They are asking UTRGV. They're asking the hospital, Valley Baptist, to frequently have conventions, to have luncheons at their convention center because they have no traffic. They are seeing a loss of X amount of dollars per year. They have not been able to close that gap. They did build a hotel next door who is also not able to see, who has seen lots of vacancies. That is Harlingen. San Benito. Harlingen is what, 20 minutes away from us? Depending on where you live, 10 to 15 minutes away from us. San Benito just built an epicenter, which has an arena, which has other things that they will promote, plazas, restaurants, businesses. San Benito is 10 to 15 minutes away. Now, I love San Benito. I did live there for a few years of my life. Beautiful people. I have no regrets. But San Benito isn't your thriving McAllen. Harlingen is not your thriving McAllen. What we see about the Upper Valley, Far, McAllen, Mission, is that they have the luxury of being a metropolitan area where that group alone is over a million, maybe 1.2, possibly 1.5 in population, not including the people from Monterrey that come in droves over here. Let's not forget that. But we do not have the luxury of having a large amounts, vast amounts of people, such as the metropolitan area of the Upper Rio Grande Valley, San Benito, Harlingen, Santa Maria, Santa Rosa, La Feria, and Brownsville do not make up those numbers that we have in Hidalgo. The Paint Arena has been very beneficial because of the luxury of having people from Monterrey, clients from Monterrey. We have seen how the Paint Arena has brought down individuals such as Bad Bunny, Mark Anthony, Disney on Ice, many great upcoming stars. What we have heard is that the Madeira project that has been actively pushing this seems to be putting the cart before the horse. We have heard from this vote, which starts today, this vote will be a study, to see if we could possibly build this. Many individuals say, no, we're voting to build this. There are many questions, but not enough answers. Who is this project going to benefit? Is this going to benefit the citizens of Cameron County? Is it going to benefit the city of Brownsville? Or is it going to benefit the politicos? Now, I'm a history buff. You know, what I've learned from history is that it repeats itself. And we, as a society, need to do a better job of studying. You know, me, Frankie Olivo, I study from my mistakes. Number of pictures. We have to study from our mistakes. We have to see what worked and what didn't. We previously spoke about the city of Harlingen having a convention center. It's not even staying afloat. We have San Benito, San Benito has a population of 5,000, 7,000, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000. They won't be able to fill that. They are expecting Brownsville. They're expecting Harlingen. They're expecting McAllen area to go in and fill that up. Now, who's going to be benefiting from us? Now, we have an eyesore, ladies and gentlemen. We have an eyesore with the sports park was $50+ million. We were sold on the idea that it would bring sporting events, concerts, music festivals. You know, it would be generating some sort of income. But what we have seen is totally the opposite. We have seen how the sports park has been a money spending machine. We have been losing $1 million per year. I'm probably hyping that up. It's probably like $600,000 to $700,000 in the red. We have the convention center for the city of Brownsville. Do we hear weddings being? I'm sure there is a wedding here and there. There are quinceañeras, but if you really look at the events that are taking place in the Brownsville Event Center, is luncheons, is workshops. The city just hosted the State of the Union. They have some sort of vaccination drives, clinics. They have. We really don't use our convention center for events. It's not the avenue. It's been the history of us just using for quinceañeras or for weddings, and that itself, doesn't get filled up. Now, do we expect an arena of 10,000 seats to be filled up on a weekly basis, twice a month? Do we expect people from Houston, San Antonio, San Marcos to come over and spend their money here? It's gotten to a point where they gave enchilada plates on Boca Chica, Brownsville. And again, their focus is only on Brownsville because Harlingen, La Feria, Santa Rosa, Santa Maria, they're not going to benefit from it. So why would they go and push their agenda over there? And again, it's only been 6 months. And my favorite word, as y'all know, is too soon. It's too soon. Judge Eddie Trevino did state that the reason why they are pushing this again is because the vote fell by 55 votes. There were 55 votes away from getting this passed. And you would think like, hey, pues, an election decided, good riddance. Oh, no. You made a mistake. You don't realize the importance of this. You weren't given all the information. So what I'm doing is I'm presenting it to you once again in 6 months, and I'm going to give you food. And guys, the lines were long. Like the lines were very long. I had friends there going and going and going. They're like, "Hey, bro, ¿qué es?" I was like, "Dame, bro, sácate." But why are they pushing this so much? People, again, BISD is pushing this. Why is BISD pushing this? I have no idea why BISD is pushing this, because people are going to benefit from the county. We see that correlation. We see that connection. What is interesting to see is that if BISD is pushing for this 10,000 foot arena that they say could house graduations and things like that, so we're not having a performing arts center. So say goodbye to that. So what we envision for our students is not important because we're going to rely on the county. So yeah, let's go with the county. You see how this doesn't make sense? We have a bunch of people pushing this, but is it to push because they want to push it? Because it's in their best interest to push it? Now, again, another thing has been of the taxes. The taxes. It's going to be a hotel tax. It's going to be, individuals from the outside are going to fund this. We're not going to fund this. This is going to be a project that the hotel and car rental will pay for it. So it's going to pay for it on its own. Is it really? Is it really going to pay for itself? Here we have the appraisal values for home, which also includes an increase. Why? Because of the projections of something of this magnitude is going to pass. And again, before you start and before I get off the tube and say, "Oh, Frankie, you're just negative, and all you do is, you just bash on people." That's why Brownsville was never promoted. That's why Brownsville never grows, because of people like you, Frankie. Ladies and gentlemen, it is people such as our politicians who have pocketed the money, who have not conveyed accurate information to us. That is what our community is so skeptical about. Do we want another eyesore? Now, this is going to be off the expressway, which will be a huge, how Papi Trump, you say, huge eyesore if this doesn't hit. Now, again, the sports park, it's in the red. It is not generating money. Now, again, I do see the difference. Frankie, hey, the sports park is more sports. How can we bring, arena? That was poorly planned. We can all agree to that. Brownsville Event Center. You need the city. You need Valley Baptists to keep that afloat. San Benito, they just built a 10,000 arena. Is that going to make it? Little San Benito. We're going to steal from their people, obviously. Harlingen, they build a convention center. They're in the red. It's not working for them. They can't stay afloat. They have to beg UTRGV and Valley Baptist to rent out their rooms, to rent out their conference rooms, because there's no action, there's no traction. Now we expect for a $50 million as of right now, and we all know how contractors, it's 50. During the middle, we're gonna need another 25, we're gonna need another 30 million. It is not that one does not promote Brownsville. We are big proponents of Brownsville. We want Brownsville to progress. We want to be that city on the map. And the reasons why I ran for BISD was because I see the city of Brownsville as being that city on the hill, being that example. That's what I want to restore Brownsville. That's why I come on the tube. People say, "Oh, you're wasting your time." Am I really? I think I'm doing a great job of, bringing awareness, bringing attention, providing information. And maybe in my own head, I'm crazy. But I want to promote Brownsville. I want people to come here. I want us to be a McAllen. I want to be better than McAllen. Do I trust our politicos? No. We have been lied to. We have been stolen from in front of our eyes. And then they come back to us 6 months after the voters decided that is not in the best interest. It's up for debate. 6 months after the voters said no, we have individuals saying, no, you got it wrong. Es porque tú no sabes nada. Yo sí sé. Yo de político, yo sí sé. Y esto es recomendable para ti. By the way, Brownsville Talk is sponsored by All Valley Smiles on South Padre Island Highway, 956-832-0050. If you need a cleaning, you need to stop by, make sure and contact our friends at All Valley Smiles. The politicos are very good at saying, no, you got this wrong. Look, this is why you need this. I'm going to tell you why you need this because it's going to be beneficial to you. I'm not going to pocket from it. I promise. You need it. But hey, but I don't want it. No. No le hagas caso. Dáselo. He wants it. He needs it. That is what the politicos are doing to us. That is what I'm scared of. And again, guys, I have friends on both sides of the aisle. I have friends that are going to benefit tremendously. I have family that are going to see they're going to benefit from this. I'm on the fence about it. As of right now, I do not have the proper information for it. We don't know what exactly is going to come of this. We heard Dennis Sanchez is saying, "Oh, this is just a study." We heard our county judge saying, "No, we're gonna proceed." So what is it? I would love to see what the hot taxes and hotel use was year over year over the past few years, even before the pandemic. And again, what is the direction? It seems as if individuals calling Rodeo Dental as you speak, and I'm like, no, baby, all very smiles, gotta represent. But again, I do not want you to believe that, oh, Frankie is just promoting, vote no for the arena because he's a hater. Guys, I am a big proponent of Brownsville. I am one of Brownsville's biggest cheerleaders. I want to see Brownsville succeed. I don't trust the politicos. I don't trust the politicos who, after 6 months of a vote coming in, they say, "Oh, you need this again." They're shoving it down our throats. Hey, take it easy. Take it easy. Why can't we go little by little? Hey, let's do a study. Why are you doing it 6 months? Because they're losing money. Because they were expecting for this to pass once, and once it didn't pass, like, oh crap, gotta do it on full gear. And if you see, a Facebook page was created. People from the Hidalgo County area are involved. They're promising individuals such as Kiss, Elton John, who demand easy $1 million. Now, would people pay $500 to see Kiss? Maybe. We did hear crazy numbers for the Bad Bunny concert where people did pay $700-800, a mortgage payment for them tickets. Would people pay for those tickets? Maybe. But again, we like to think of this and look at every decision that is made in the long run. It seems like if these politicians are only looking after themselves and their friends, and that, my friends, deserves a vote no for the arena. And that is the rest of the story. Good morning, Frankie. Good morning. Good morning, Maida. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a good start to your week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, it is Monday, April 25th, 7:38 a.m. The elections start today. Early voting from April 25th to May the 2nd. Go vote for my friend Jimmy Vela from PI. Vote for was it Norma Sepulveda from Harlingen for mayor? Vote for Norma, and vote no. Vote no for Cameron County to vote to build the arena. Not enough information is presented. We want more details. I feel like as if this is being rushed and being shoved down our throats. Guys, you guys have a great day. God bless. Hope to see you guys here on Wednesday.